Okay, this level, green level, Primavera means springtime, new growth. We start off with it. By the way, if you see that what I'm doing in the curriculum, I'm going from the top to bottom. You guys, when you guys do this, you guys can jump any way you guys want. When you're teaching, you can start at the top, you can start at the bottom. You know, as long as you get the whole page, then it doesn't matter what number you go by, what order you go by. Okay? But I'm just doing this according to top to bottom, just for clarity's sake. When you teach again, it's up to you guys. Now we start off with strikes 10 through 12 in the Serrata system. Okay, 10 has its own dagger involved and already inherent in the strike. Start off with here, twirl, and across, and right here, you step in with the dagger as your left foot steps, and you thrust with the sword. Again, we twirl, okay, right here, we come in strike number 6, here, thrust with the dagger, step, and thrust with the sword. If you want, that's up to you. You can have it disengage or counter, doesn't, you know, but it's up to you. Number 11. Number 11 starts off almost like a 3, but we come from the down, up. Now from here, again, with the dagger, if you want, you can add a disengage, or you can add thrust, or you can add thrust this way. The whole idea is to get your student used to the dagger and the sword coming in together. Okay? Number 11. Here. You can come in here, or you can come up here, then cut across even. What you have? I'll leave that up to you guys. So 11 can be done with the dagger. And 12, of course, is done here. The old fencing Spanish term called a pasada, meaning both came in. So from right here, 1, stepping in with the right foot this time, and in here. Okay, also called the matador strike. Some people call it the matador strike. Okay, disarms 10, 11, and 12. Okay? Here. Disarm 10 starts with the shoulder block. He comes in, right? I catch it in the shoulder. This disarm is taught when, for purposes that when you got your back against the wall, maybe 2 walls, so you have nowhere to go, you have to absorb the strike. From here, still at number 5, I step, catch across the chest, and I use the forearm, my back tricep this time. As I do, notice my hand is here. As I turn my upper torso, causes the disarm. Right here, I'm in a position to counter. Facing this way, I catch it here, back foot forward, I step with the left. And right here, as I come across, I turn my upper torso, I push, and also have the disarm and the hit. Okay? Number 11. Number 11 is up for 11 thrusts, kind of like a 7, but it's 11. 11 comes up here. Okay, number 11 is simply for almost like a brush block, using the back of your hand, the back disc, using leverage. My hair, the thrust comes here, back of my hand goes behind the back disc, I push and pull, and counter. Again, the reason why we're taught how to disarm against these types of thrusts, if I were to strike a pad, I strike a pad here, or if actually pad strikes me here, and I block from here, I'm going to come in right away with this thrust. If I pad strikes here, I'm coming in here with this thrust right away. And here, Pat would know how to disarm by using thrust. And by the way, the thrust came here, I can do a number 6 almost the same way. Number 6 would be done here. That's another version of number 6. Okay, again, right here. As the thrust comes in here, I come across and just go. So all you're learning is the principle. So that's the opposite of the number 11, which is done the opposite way. Okay, so if ever you're in that position and you're empty-handed from right here, counter and disarm. Number 6 comes from here, comes 1, right here, the disarm is here. Okay, so just simple principles. Why are you teaching these students? Very simple principles. Okay, now let's move on. Oh, 12. Yeah, 12 is a basic disarm. Again, the disarm, all you're teaching from here is just the principle of using the back of the hand. From right here, some people get a little fancy, they'll drop their own weapon and go to a lock. Okay, if you want to do that, that's fine. All it is, again, Your empty hand is catching here, and then coming up here, using your forearm, maybe grabbing. You're going to lock, or maybe going into dip. Okay? Number 12, this is very simple. Decadena. Okay, Decadena, they're at the green level now. Okay? All Decadena is this. And this is the way I teach Decadena. When I get a new student, I tell them Decadena means of the chain, and each technique is a link in the chain. So I have a student do this for about 5 minutes. He's brand new. I can get a brand new student to do this and follow with me. I have him do 4 hits for about 5 minutes. So he's confident off this right here. Always. He's getting bored. Okay, he's doing 5 minutes. Then I tell him that I'm going to bring him across this way. And when I do, I want him to check my hand and come at me with his cut. With a bolo machete. Then I'm telling him I'm going to stay here for 5 minutes, checking and cutting. Then I'm coming at him with a puño. He's preventing me from hitting with a puño when he gets checked. And I tell him, okay, we've done this for 5 minutes. He's bored. So I tell him, every time I do this, that means come back to this. So now he's really comfortable with those 2 things. Now, see, he's trained. See, Pavlov. Okay? And after I have him here, I tell him, look, Pat, now that you're comfortable with those 2 things, those 2 items, I'm going to bring you across to here, and when I do, I want you to check my hand out, come at me with your puño, and we'll play trying to hit and check with the puño. So now he's comfortable with that, keeping it for about 5 minutes. So now he's comfortable with that. He's comfortable with this, he's comfortable with this, and now he's comfortable with this. Then I tell him, Pat, one side, push your hand out hard, I want you to check my hand here, come back, and I'll check yours, and we'll go back to here. So he's comfortable with this now. He's comfortable with this. He's comfortable with this. He's done each one for about 5 minutes. And he's comfortable with this. Now I tell him, that I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to switch over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then come back, go back out to here. I'm comfortable with that. And I say, Pat, next time I'm going to count to 3. You're here for 3, count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's comfortable with that. Now he's been neurologically, he's most of it planted neurologically. So now he's doing all this by rote. Okay? Now go back to this time, I'll do it for 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2, back out. Next time back, I'll do it for 1. 1. Next time. Okay, good. Then next time back, I'm just going to go right into it. So now the student is real comfortable because I've led him through each level. Now he's real comfortable with what I'm doing. So I say, Pat, I'm going to keep doing the same thing, but don't pay attention. Just keep doing what you've always been doing. Now he's starting to see the fact that there's a lot more involved in what we're doing. That's it. That's it. Oh, my fault. That's it. That's it. Now if I say, Pat, keep doing what you're doing. I show Pat you can do the disarms from there. Entering from here. Okay? And so on and so forth. You see how I let him up? He's very comfortable at each phase, so none of the surprises come at him. So the things I do don't come at him as a surprise. They're built up. Level to level to level to level. Pretty soon it's freeform. But at this point I have here lead, follow, and empty hand. If you feel your student's ready to lead, teach them how to lead. And how to teach them how to lead? The way I just showed you. Each level. Okay? So, we'll skip that. Because the way I just showed him how to follow is the way you put yourself teaching the student how to teach another student to lead. Okay, empty hand. Then you take the student, the same thing. You tell the student that, yeah, you're going to play patty cake. Yeah, that's kind of silly, patty cake. But it'll mean something after a while. From right here, as I lead him up, this is the number 1 he checks. This is the punch. Back fist, back out, back fist. And you teach it the same way. Teach here, don't stay here for about 5 minutes. Teach him how to lead in from right here, here, then you come back to here. And then go back out. Or you come in here, elbow here, here, stay here for a couple, back out. And then you teach either techniques from right here. If you were to grab me and push, you would have an arm bar. By the same token, from right here, if you were to punch me here and I let him through, I would have the arm bar. Okay, and from right here we can come in and stay here. Step back out, And you just teach them this. All this is punching here. These are back fists. This is an out punch, or back coming in here. Okay, this is catching here, here, leading through. These, of course, represent punches out here, back fist up here, first four. See, here, here, and here. This is the punch here, this one here, this is the back fist here, this is the hammer here. So you can translate all these motions. Okay? And then after a while, we won't get into hand traps yet at this level. We're just teaching them the basic motion and movements. Okay? All right. When we do the disarms from the 10 to the 12, I also have down here you see soft moves and sets. You can go all the way back to the number 1, like number 1 disarm, and enter the soft moves and sets. What soft moves and sets, since they're new, this is new, a new concept for them. I show them this way. A soft move, when I have a student step here, let's see, this way. I'll have them stand here, stepping in here or here, and what I'll do is just have them turn the upper torso this way, real simple. Show, work with the student. Have them, you'll do that to each other. Turn the upper torso, and they kind of just sweep a little bit. Next student, I'll turn my upper torso this way, and then sweep. And then maybe, for instance, now I'll turn the upper torso this way, and instead of sweeping out this way, I'll sweep this way. Okay? And then he'll do the same thing. You turn the upper torso, maybe that way, out this way. There you go. And sweep out this direction. And you work with that with both legs forward. One with the other leg forward. Right? If I'm in this position, I'll sweep here, push his upper torso, and then just back sweep. Real simple way to teach the sweeps. You don't have to get it complicated. Or you can turn the upper torso here, and you can sweep either off this way, off that way, okay? Whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. But see what I'm saying? It's a real simple way to teach. And when you apply them, let's say I got number 1 disarm. Okay, I'm here. When I enter from right here, I can do my number 1 disarm from right here. When you're teaching basics, okay, then you can practice entering here. Then you maybe go into the back sweep. Okay, or you can do the number 2 disarm from right here. You can do a number 3 or number 4, any disarm. If I do number 4, I come in here, push body here, and then do the sweep here. Okay, or I can do the same disarm here, and come out here, and do set. Okay, you can do number 2 disarm from right here. If I do number 2 disarm, I can let the disarm, instead of locking it and holding it, I can let it go, and then I can enter here. Okay, and maybe sweep out this way, or I can sweep out that way, or if I can enter number 2 here, I come in here and then sweep out that way, that sweep. See? It's just playing with all the disarms and seeing what you can do from that position. Number 1, you go to number 1. Number 2, then you add the number entering motion. When I enter, let's say it's empty hand. When I enter, I'm just going to do outside number 1 here. 1, 2, 3, now I'm entered. From right here, then I have the sweep. Okay? And if I do outside, inside number 1, 2, then I enter, I have this, sweep this way. Okay? Or I can do outside number 1, punch inside number 1. And I have the sweep that way. Okay? It's self-explanatory, isn't it? Okay. You can do that, of course, with the hold the knife in the hand, have him cut if you want. The drills, outside, inside, inside, outside, and inside, outside, number 2. Okay, and I'll say the drill for the last. Okay, outside, inside. Simple. Let's see. Maybe here. Outside, inside, all it is taking, starting off on the outside, switching off on the inside. Okay, okay, starting off here, 1, 2, 3, 4, here, switch off. Okay, that's outside, inside. Okay, inside, outside just goes the opposite. Start off on the inside. 1, 2, maintaining contact. 3, 4, 1, lock. Okay, come in. 1, 2, step in. See how I'm maintaining the cut? 3, 4, 5, again. Okay. Cut here, maintain the cut as I'm putting down, check. Again. Here. maintain contact, cut. It's inside, outside. Play inside, outside number 2. All inside, outside number 2. There's 2 versions actually. There's 2 versions. One, if I'm here, I can come in here, come across, hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 versions of that too. I'm getting confused. Well, that's one version is here, maintain contact, and cut, check, hit, and lock. The other is using almost like a safety. Here, getting rid of it here, and checking and hitting here. Either version is good, however you want to do it. The number 2 version is almost like hitting the floor, which represents hitting the knee, hitting on the inside, outside, here to the lock. Here, this direction. As it comes, like hit down, hit the ground, come up, hit the head, abanico. As my forearm clears, I abanico again, check, and lock. And those of you who have eyes to see, what do you see in the forecast, right? The multiple hits. From here, it comes in. This represents here, here, here. Okay? Multiple count. Well, all we do in the multiple count is adding dagger. Okay? Okay? Okay, so that's inside outside number 2, the second version. Also have 1 hit and 2 hit against the number 1. The number 1 comes at me. This is for him. Number 1 comes at me. This is a large amount of 1 hit. That's all it is. Large amount of 1 hit. Hitting a weapon hand and locking. Now that's as far as Master Kabbalah's cooking. I prefer to take it a step farther. Do that one, but also opposition parry and thrust. Okay, so if I'm just doing it against here, that's fine. Okay, I can go opposition parry here and thrust, or I can go 1, 2, and opposition parry and thrust. Okay, the long amount of 2 hit is here 1, 2, and then lock. Okay, it's 2 hit, 1 hit, 2 hit, and lock. That's all they go. I prefer to do 1 hit, 2 hit, opposition parry and thrust. That's just me. All right. Any questions on all that we've gone through before we go into the drill? Okay. Remember, we have to introduce the stoppers and the sets, and you guys know how to introduce those. Okay. We're not doing any of the leg locks or the ikalas yet. We'll do that at the next level. So we introduce stoppers and sets. Of course, we're working with your disarms. And what do you do when you work your disarms? You work the inside number 1, outside number 1. Okay, showing them how to do that, how to enter. And once you enter, how you want to do sweeps. Okay? Forward sweep is the stopper, back sweep is the set. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions on it? Questions? Okay. All right. Now we're going to get into Drew Dua, number 2. Okay. Drew Dua, a little bit different. Again, put on record, you guys, I have tapes of all the seniors of Willem doing it different, every form doing different. I don't know if it's because they're doing different mindsets with each one, but what I teach is what I was taught, and even some of the things that seminar I might have missed. Drew Pat picked up something different, so if Pat teaches a slightly different version or adds on to it, that's fine. If you guys add on or see something, that's fine. Again, you're going to do all the Drews and every kind of mindset. So the idea is just get the movement down and then run with it. That's the idea. Don't make gods out of katas and Drews. You know, the old thing I said last night, it's the Buddha, the road kill. Because you won't be able to kill. It's just you already have protection you're trying to kill. No such thing. Okay, same salutation. Okay. The other thing was brought up, different forms, different salutations. These are different salutations that I've been taught. I use the same standard one here. Okay. From right here, the whole idea behind the second Drew is stepping in when you punch, stepping in with the elbow, stepping in when you do the smash. You step in again, punch, step in again with the elbow, and step in again when you elbow. Hammer strike. When you turn your body, all this comes straight in front of you, done this way. And you'll see that in the next drill too. When you turn, you're coming up here. And when you do, you step and you kick, you do the same thing. Punch, elbow, hammer. Now when I'm turning, what I'm doing is kind of like a Ciroc mindset. 1, 2, and I'm turning my body, see my upper torso, turning my body, and I'm going to the press. Sometimes you see the press done this way, okay? If you prefer doing the press this way, that's fine. If you prefer doing the press this way, that's fine too. I'll do it this way. I turn, I go into my body motion here, and then press. And here I come here across, I turn, hammer, go into the salute block, kick, turn, salute block, kick. Right here, come back into salutation. Okay, and then I'll do it facing that way. Same thing. Whoever wants to do it. Okay. One, two, press. Turning. 1, 2, press. Up here. 1. Turning back the body, kind of like a brush. Salute. Kick. And then okay, any questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
The last move before you begin salutation, is that a fist strike? Or do you go to the praying hands?
No, I'm going to pray hands. It's a pray, yeah. Pray hands. Any other questions? Okay, we're finishing up earlier than I thought. See, these are real, I'm going over the gross movements. Not only the drills, but everything else that I've gone over. See, I just gave generalities. If you want to go back later on and show you how to do the softballs and the sets from the disarms into more clarity, into more detail, let me know and we'll do that. Right now, I guess we'll break for lunch. We'll break for lunch and then we come back and we'll go to the brown and the black. We'll get done this pretty quick, okay? All right, while we break for lunch, we'll buy off, okay? Okay, good.